4 professional certifications that jumpstart your financial career and make you a millionaire in no time. Some certifications can help you jumpstart your career in the finance industry and position you for long-term success. Besides the standard bachelor's or master's degree in finance or accounting, here are the 4 professional designations that corporate CFOs assign prominence to when hiring or promoting mid-level and senior-level finance staff worldwide. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of the Sweetie Kiwi Show, the world's largest infotainment show. I'm very happy that you joined us today. I'm doing fantastic. I hope you are doing marvelous. And if you are, go grab a cup of coffee or tea. Today we're going to talk about 4 certifications that can boost your financial career and make you a millionaire in no time. Before I do that, let me first give a shout out to Coach Price in New Buckford, North Dakota, Frankie Oliver in Fargo, North Dakota, and Makai Chambers in West Fargo, North Dakota. Thank you so much for helping us, for suggestion topics to us, for just kind of giving us feedback. We really appreciate it. Now, the first professional certification is the CPA, Certified Public Accountant. Now, a CPA license is for accountants, financial analysts, tax preparers, and others who are interested in displaying their knowledge of the accounting and financial sector. Now, this is one of the most recognized financial certifications in the industry, and I'm talking the industry globally. Even though this is a U.S. designation, it is recognized in all countries in the world. Other countries have their own version of the CPA in the UK and other Commonwealth countries. You have something called a chartered accountant. Suffice it to know that this is a very important certification, and which is administered by the American Institute of CPAs, called the AICPA. Now, the rules are pretty simple. To become a CPA, you need to have a bachelor's degree in accounting, tax, or audit, and they want you to have 150 hours of coursework. And of course, after that, you have to pass a very rigorous exam, which is the CPA exam. The thing that is very important to remember here is that it's pretty much worth it. It's really worth it, because the investment of time and energy will certainly pay off, right? So CPAs usually work in the private sector and also in the public sector. So they have here, by public sector, I mean a public accounting firm, right? I'm talking about the accounting firm that help clients prepare taxes, that perform audits, and other attestation work. They also get involved in things like what they call the compilation work, which is pure accounting. They also can serve as advisors to companies, and this is very important. Now, the CPAs are licensed by states, right? So the requirements to become a CPA vary by state. So you want to double check with your own state, your state board of accountancy, to know what the requirements are. It's very important. Now, CPA, as a CPA, you would usually work long hours, that's for sure, especially during the tax season, during the annual tax season, that is from January to April. Again, this is more of a U.S. I would say this show has a U.S. audience. So the tax season in the United States is from January to April. So CPAs tend to work longer hours and harder during that time frame. If you are the CPA who is involved in audit, you might also have to not only work long hours but also travel a lot. But that is seasonal also. This will depend on your employer. Another thing to know about CPAs is that once you get that designation, you can work for nonprofits. You can work at the local, state, or federal level. You can work for the federal government. You can be self-employed. So the opportunities for work are immense. And it's a great investment. And that's the first professional certification that can make you a millionaire in no time. Why? Because according to PayScale and the website PayScale and the U.S. Department of Labor's Bureau of Labor Statistics, the total pay of accountant, again, the average total pay of a CPA as of 2020 was around 120K, and that is including salary, bonus, and in some cases commission, depending on the industry. So 120K, this is basically a good salary, and the growth is there because more and more companies require the services of a CPA. So it's a great investment, worth looking at. I'll be right back right after this. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of Sweetie Kiwi. I hope you are doing fantastic. If you like the content that we've been sharing with you so far, consider subscribing to our channel. Turn on the notification bell so you can be made aware of any new show we drop. We do this every single day. Comment below, share, like this content if you believe that we're doing a good job. Quickly give a shout out to those viewers and listeners who have helped us, who have provided feedback in the last several weeks and months. We want to particularly remember now Gianna McLean from Wayne, Nebraska, Tanner Townsend from Omaha, Forest, Nebraska, and Martin Wheeler from Lincoln, Nebraska. The second professional certification that can boost your financial career and make you a millionaire in no time is CFP, Certified Financial Planner. Another great. Now, this designation is administered by the CFP board. Now, the thing is that CFPs are usually experts in topics across the financial field. They usually evaluate a client's financial portfolio and provide personalized financial planning. So if you are interested in providing financial advice to individuals and companies for that matter, you might want to look into the CFP designation. They usually a CFP usually works under the tutelage of a financial institution or has a private practice, and you're going to help, as a CFP, you're going to help a client manage money, expenses, and income. All right. The thing here is that it is a booming sector here. If we consider the trends laid out by pay scale in the Department of Labor, the total pay of a CFP as of 2020 was 130K. Now, 130K, of course, this also includes things like salary, bonus. Sometimes they have profit sharing and commission, especially the CFPs who work at a financial institution such as a bank or an insurance company, selling financial products, for instance, and advising clients. They might get a commission on each sale. Now, to become a CFP, usually you need to have a bachelor's degree, and it could be in a finance related field, accounting, taxes, audits, and so on and so forth. And you also want to have knowledge, you want to demonstrate your knowledge or experience for that matter in a variety of topics. And this could be insurance, financial analysis, and investment analysis. Now, you have to also pass a rigorous 2-day examination before being certified, right? And again, I said earlier that the exam is administered by the CFP board, and this designation is regarded very highly by financial institutions. So this is something you might want to think about. Another thing to remember when considering the CFP designation is that this is a job, as I said earlier, that has a lot of it's a very promising job. The trends, according to the United States Department of Labor, are very rosy for that sector. So consider getting that. All right, I'll be right back right after this to talk about the number 3, the third financial certification you need to boost your career. I'll be right back right after this. Don't worry. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of Sweetie Kiwi. I'm very happy to have you here. Let's delve into the number 3 financial certification that you need to become a millionaire in no time, and that would be CFA. Now, before I talk about the CFA, which stands for Chartered Financial Analyst, let me acknowledge the contribution and feedback and loyalty of some of our viewers and listeners, including Alex Cook in Davos, Massachusetts, Yasmin Bell in Arlington, Massachusetts, Mason Thompson in Tingsboro, Massachusetts. Thank you so much, Yasmin, Mason, and Alex. Really appreciate it. Now, Chartered Financial Analyst. Now, a CFA is an expert in securities and investments. Now, the certification is administered by the CFA Institute, and the CFA credential is the most respected and recognized investment management designation in the world, and that's according to the CFA Institute, of course. It's not just that they're saying it, it's really true. This designation carries a wealth of reputation, positive reputation, and because of the rigor involved in studying for the exam, passing it, it's a three-level examination here. It's not just like you just go and take a 2-day exam. No, you literally have to take 3 levels of rigorous exams. So you have you probably have people who have, I'm a CFA level 1, I passed level 1, or I passed level 2. So after you pass level 3 and you fulfill all the other criteria, you become a CFA charter holder. All right, so the program usually has 10 investment topics, from everything from accounting to financial analysis to portfolio analysis to hedging to risk analysis. And they really probe you. They really, investigate your level of expertise. The exam, again, is administered by the CFA Institute. And what they do here is that once you get the designation, you can actually work in a variety of capacities, usually at financial institutions. I'm talking about banks, investment banks, retail banks, hedge funds, asset management companies, and so on and so forth. All right, you can also work for a financial advisory firm. Now, to get a CFA charter, you need to have a bachelor's degree in finance, economics, accounting, investment analysis, and so forth. And the experience, when it comes to experience, the requirements vary a little bit based on the level of the position it's paid. But usually the CFA Institute will want you to have 2 or 3 years. As of today, they want you to have 2 or 3 years of experience in a relevant field. Now, when it comes to pay, the total pay of a CFA charter holder, according to pay scale and the United States Department of Labor, was, as of 2020, $186K. So that's pretty close to $200,000. Now, if you work for a larger firm, if you work for a larger bank, chances are you might be paid a lot more. And of course, the salary, the total pay encompasses bonus, profit sharing, and basic salary. All right, so this is basically the pay level of CFA charter holder as of 2020. I'll be right back right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of Twitter Kiwi. We are continuing our conversation around the 4 professional certifications that jumpstart your financial career and make you a millionaire in no time. Consider subscribing to our channel if you believe we are dropping some good info. You like the content of this conversation so far. Turn on the notification bell so you are aware of a new release. Like the show, share, and comment. Number 4, FRM, Financial Risk Manager. Again, before we talk about that, let me recognize the feedback and contribution and loyalty of James Elliott in Ironton, Minnesota, Harley Patel in Grand Portage, Minnesota, and Freya Thomas in Dundee, Minnesota. Thank you so much, Freya, Harley, and James. We really appreciate that. Financial Risk Manager. Now, a financial risk manager is a risk management expert. Okay. Now, to hold this certification, you basically will want to pass a very rigorous exam. This exam is administered by GARP, so this is the Global Association of Risk Professionals, it is very rigorous because the pass rates are often below 45%. So you got to study, you really got to study hard to pass this exam. But again, the good thing is that this is a designation that has a high reputation, that's very well regarded. So as an FRM, you can work at a bank, you can work at an insurance company, you can also work with private clients who need investment advice. The thing here is that you can provide, you can even be a self-employed actually. You can provide risk consulting to various companies dealing with financial or non-financial risk, even though in your as a financial risk manager, you deal primarily with financial risk. But there are sophisticated FRMs, experienced FRMs, who provide non-financial risk management advice to companies, because at a certain point, operational risk is inherently tied to financial risk. So you can, as a risk manager, you will carry out research and you'll spend a lot of time on the field to determine what kind of risks are present in your client's portfolio, for instance. All right. Of course, you need a bachelor's degree in a financial field. This could be economics. This could be accounting, audits, risk management, fraud management, and then you need two years experience, and you also have to have some kind of regulatory approval. In other words, the GARP has to approve you. You have to have a clean record, a good background check. You shouldn't be having some kind of legal issues going on. Now, for an exhaustive list of all the requirements to become a financial risk manager, you want to go to GARP website to have that. Now, when it comes to pay, the pay is pretty good. Total pay as of 2020, according to the United States Department of Labor and pay scale, was around 143K to 143,000. Again, you have bonus, profit sharing, commission, and salary that make up the total pay. All right, I'll be right back right after this. Welcome back, folks, to another edition of Sweetie Kiwi. Want to quickly give a shout out to our millions of viewers and listeners in the United States and worldwide, particularly in Nigeria, in South Africa, in Brazil, in Japan, in South Korea, in Germany, and France. Of course, in the United States also. I want to quickly acknowledge here Olivia Gardner from Shelby, North Carolina, Will Burke from Castelia, North Carolina, and Isaac Martin from Goldstream, North Carolina. Thank you so much. Now, here's the recap. So, today's conversation was around the 4 professional certifications that enhance your financial career and make you a millionaire in no time. What are those 4? CPA, Certified Public Accountant. CFP, Certified Financial Planner. CFA, Chartered Financial Analyst. FRM, Financial Risk Manager. Now, I just want to quickly give you other certifications that have received accolades in the finance industry in the last 20 years. Even though they're not here, they still carry some kind of cachet, and you might want to take a look at them. And the first one is the Chartered Financial Consultant, so that's CHFC. This was created as an alternative to the CFP certification, and the program offers specialties beyond the CFP is essential. So this is a very good one, CHFC. The second one is the CMA. That stands for Certified Management Accountant. The management accounting is different from financial accounting. So a CMA holder, designation holder, will work on the corporate side, right, rather than in private accounting practice. So, if you pursue that designation, you will acquire skills in both accounting and management to make strategic financial business decisions. This is very important. Now, the Institute of Management Accounting, IMA, administers the CMA exam, and that exam has 2 parts and will probe you on 11 financial topics, if you will. Third designation that's also important is the CLO, Chartered Financial Underwriter. Now, if you want to work and thrive in the insurance industry, the CLO will be your best bet. The exam is not comprehensive, but you got to take 8 courses that are administered by the American College of Financial Planning, right? So if you want to polish your expertise, if you want to polish your skills or enhance your expertise in life insurance, risk management, estate planning, those fields, you would be better off considering the CLU designation. Number 4, Chartered Investment Counselor. Another good one. Now, this is an offshoot of the CFA. This is basically, it's pretty close to CFA, but it's administered by a different organization. So a Chartered Investment Counselor is basically, it's called CIC. It basically focuses more on portfolio management. So as a CIC charter holder, you have high-level expertise in portfolio management. You also can do some kind of advisory work, but it's limited. You might want to double check with your state authorities whether or not you can provide investment advice. Now, the CIC is administered by the Investment Advisor Association, so this is very important. And the last certification that also has a great reputation in the industry is the PFS, Personal Financial Specialist. Now, the reason why this is also very important is that it is administered by the AICPA, so it is a sister designation to the CPA. So the PFS, to get the PFS, you have to pass exams in financial planning, in investment management, in estate planning, etc. So if you hold the CPA designation and you want to increase your clientele, or you want to increase your experience, you can take that one. You can take the PFS exam. It's administered by the same organization as I said before, and it's highly reputable. I'll be right back right after this and go on. All right, here it is. Today's pro tip. Now, financial career can lead you to a lot of places, but it's very important from the get-go to choose a direction, which field you want to specialize in. Financial planning, private equity, investment management, commercial lending, whatever it is, choose a direction first. Number 2, get the proper education. It could be designation, or it could be just going to a 4-year college and get a bachelor's degree or a master's degree. And the third thing you need to do is meet people and make connections. Professional networking is very important, not only in the finance industry, but more so. So you definitely want to get that. All right, I'll be right back. Thank you, and I will see you next time.